This is Just AMZN on Wednesday, February 19th, 2020. Taking a look at the 5 minute, it was a bullish retest gap today. So we had a bullish day yesterday, gapped up into some high wave candles, went sideways for a while, made a really nice hammer here. The lows actually pretty much bounced right off of our uptrend channel. And I can basically summarize today with this. We went up, we went sideways, and we went down. That was pretty much all we did. On the up portion, it was a little disappointing. Excuse me. If we switch over to calls, we just kind of grinded a little bit. Like that hammer is this right here, and then it moves up. And really, if you were looking to trade this hammer, you pretty much did like 7x6, looking for it to pull back a little bit. You could have done that at any point in the first like hour and a half of the market open. Excuse me. And then held that 2R, maybe 3 back into the high. But the opening high wave candle pretty much gave you the range of the entire move. This high wave candle gave you the range of this option, even up into this price. And then this price was actually lower than where this high got to, right? Am I reading that right? This high here at open is higher than this high, which was significantly higher. And that actually pretty much the high of the day, 21.85. This was a nice tweezer top, double top, did not roll back down, went side, just continued. It's one of those days we go sideways for like 3 hours or whatever. Oh, wow. Yeah. 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock, 4 hours going sideways. This was kind of a last ditch effort to go bullish. Made a slightly higher high by 10 cents than this one, or these two. And that was a trap. And then it rolled right back down. It didn't quite get up into our uptrend channel, rolled back down. And the puts, so calls mostly side. You could have made a little bit, but the rest of the day just sideways, like didn't really do anything. And then the puts, they were grinding lower all day until it made that last ditch effort to go bullish. That was a trap. And then quickly moved. This is the 2175. I'm sorry, the 2200 calls and other strikes a little bit closer. They don't get that much better. You could have been buying maybe a little more expensive, but to get the $100 range or the $100 risk, it was a little more difficult. The 2175 puts, very similarly, you were really limited on what you could do on the range. I'm sorry, on the risk. And so when it made this candle, when it made this move poking up a little bit higher, really you're expecting it to move into this line, which is the current all-time high. And so that's your kind of reward, that it's only going to get that much higher. And your risk is really however far down it could pull back. Well, if you flip that and say, okay, even if it pushes up, makes a new all-time high, a lot of people will be selling, there'll be bears coming in, I'll risk this here with the potential reward that maybe we'll fall back down into the uptrend line, uptrend channel, which we did. And so playing that, again, looking at the put, maybe getting in 9 by 8. I think possibly getting in like 950 by 850. Really buying between the 10 by 9 range. But I don't know if you would have had a stop at 9, just because it was so close a couple times and probably pretty spready. But that would have been a great move into the end of the day. For the last hour of the day, 10 by 9, it moved up to 14, even just about 15. Maybe you could have exited anywhere along here. But even if you didn't get in on, this kind of calling the top, waited for this retracement here, coming right back into these lows. Here's a retracement. This candle at 220, the low at the 220 candle was between 11 and 10. And so that would have been a little more difficult to be buying in here because you don't know if it's going to pull back to 10. But if you bought it, 11 by 10, you get 2R pretty easily. If we go a little further out, so the 2150, the cost goes way down, and it gives you some better opportunities to risk $100. Doesn't have as big of moves, but really you could have been buying around $3 all through here. It didn't even move 2R though. I mean, it moved up to almost 5, but this would have been more of a scalp. That it's like, okay, you'll get in like 325, either 3 over here or 325, 350 over here, get out at 450, and that would have worked. But that's 2150, 2160. You can do this on each of the options and kind of get an idea of where the price is at. Sorry, I got hung up a little bit here. There we go. So 5x4 on this one. I'm just looking at whole numbers. You can get a little more granular. It looks like it gapped over the 5x4. So stop limit probably would not have worked. But it made the highs through, or made that high on the 5 minute through here, and on the option, it's a low of 420 through here. But buying 450, buying 5, with a stop at 4, it would have filled at a lower price through here. If you waited for that retracement, then you're getting in like 550 by 450, or even 6 by 5, and then that runs up to 7. So a little bit of a gain, but again, it just, the options aren't moving as much as I would have anticipated with only 2 days left till expiration. I know it's a holiday week, with Monday being the holiday. I'm not seeing the options move like I kind of anticipate. It's like all this was anticipated. They would push up and pull back, and somewhat it is, because I was even talking about yesterday, we should continue pushing up to 2200 this week. This is a really nice bullish retest gap. It retested during the day today. It retested into the close. We were a hair away from making a new all-time high. And so, the other question is, should you be buying up here? Waiting for that retest. Okay, yeah. The retest we got was this hammer, and then it continued. But really just kind of scalping it on the way up and then scalping it on the way back down, just sideways. This was a lot of people just getting in, getting out, buying it, shorting it, looking for that continued move, bears looking to short it, and it just wasn't working out. It just chopped around. So it seems like it's trapping a lot of people, when it does something like this for hours. Yesterday we had a nice move up for most of the day. Today we had a quick move up, sideways, and then a quick move down. And so if you're playing at midday, you're just getting eaten out with the option premium disappearing as the time decays. You got to be in these directional ones, and we didn't even have a squeeze signaling that it's about to go pre-market, or it's about to go at the end of the day. It wasn't even giving us that. It's just playing it off of these levels, these channel levels in here. Actually kind of gave us some framework again today, and yesterday, and for a while it's been working out. So we'll see what we play into. Right now it looks like we kind of bounced off of that S curving up, and so we'll see if we get a continuation higher tomorrow. That's what I'd like to see. And we'll go from there, see if we make an all-time high, push up, pull back into this price, or into this sideways channel for a little bit, and then continue up. But yeah, we'll just have to kind of wait and see. So hope this helps. This is just AMZN. Thanks.